What's up, guys? It's Flossin. So, I just got done watching the 2.1 live stream with my YouTube chat, and wow. I'm not gonna lie. I went into this one expecting a filler patch. You know, one of those cool character, nothing else going on kind of patches, but no. I could not have been any more wrong. So, today, we're going over everything coming in the 2.1 update for Zenless Zone Zero. The major reveals, the new characters, events, skins, and a few surprising features that actually made me do a double take. If you find this video informative or just enjoy it at all, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. It's completely free and lets me know that you enjoy this type of content. Now, with formalities out of the way, let's talk games. So, first off, new map content. We are getting two brand new areas added to the Waifei Peninsula, that being Saloon Bay and Fantasy Resort. Saloon Bay kind of looks like a new urban district. It kind of gives off similar vibes to Faelum Heights, while Fantasy Resort is looking like a full-blown tropical getaway. I'm talking beaches, palm trees, mini games, just a whole vibe shift. And personally, I'm always down for new explorable areas in Zenless. The fact that we're getting two new zones this time is honestly a huge W. Now, the good stuff. Let's talk about banners, because of course, it's not a Zenless patch without new characters. First up is Yukinami Yuzuha. Yuzuha is a physical support agent, but more importantly, she's clearly designed to boost anomaly teams. So Yuzuha is going to apply this status on the enemies called Sweet Scare with her EX special, which buffs your entire team's attack and increases anomaly buildup. Once her anomaly mastery reaches a certain level, she boosts disorder damage, and she also builds up these things called sugar points, which when consumed will trigger aftershock attacks and give even more anomaly buildup to who's ever on field. So in short, she's basically a disorder battery. If you're running any anomaly composition, or you're just anomaly pilled in general, Yuzuha is definitely looking like a must-pull agent. Anyway, speaking of anomaly comps, let's talk about Alice. Alice is a physical anomaly DPS, and I have no doubt in my mind that she's going to be Yuzuha's best in slot partner. Now, unlike Jane Doe, who's more of an on-field hypercarry DPS, Alice is more of a quick swap burst unit. She builds a resource called Blade Etiquette, which enhances her basic attack damage, kind of similar to how Miyabi consumes her stacks. And the more stacks that you burn of this Blade Etiquette, the more slashes you deal, and in result, more damage. On top of that, she's got a special assault type damage. It kind of works similar to Yanagi's polarity disorder, so I'm just for now going to call it polarity assault. So technically, she can trigger it off of other anomaly types, even assault itself. So this means that you can technically run a team with Jane and Alice in the same team, but I'm not sure if running her with Jane will be optimal. That's something that I'll have to test out myself once I pull her. The important part is, if you already own Jane Doe, Alice, at least for now, doesn't seem like a necessary replacement. Jane still has an edge when it comes to crit scaling and her assault damage, of course, but Alice is a very different flavor of anomaly, and I think that flexibility and team building is a huge win. Now, I know that I only touched on the basics of their kits. That's kind of just for the sake of this video. However, I will be doing a full breakdown of both Yuzuha and Alice in a follow-up video later this week, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, let's move on and talk about skins, because oh my god. Patch 2.1 is giving us 4 new beach-themed skins, with those characters being Belle, Wise, Yuzuha, and Alice. So Belle and Wise skins are going to be completely free, which is amazing. Yuzuha and Alice's skins will most likely be paid, but if they follow the same pricing as Astra or Yizhuan, you can expect a slight discount during patch 2.1. And they're also giving us a spicy twist this patch. So when selecting a skin for your agent, you can now zoom in on the skins. Yes, you heard me right. You can zoom in on the skin, and they let you do a full 360 spin of the skin. Guys, if this isn't Gooner bait, I don't know what it is. Anyway, jokes aside, I'm really happy they're putting more effort into cosmetics. It adds flavor, and I'll definitely be buying the ones for agents that I personally use. Now, you can't have a summer patch without summer events, of course, and 2.1 is pretty stacked with some events. The first up is this Alice racing event. Now, this event kind of gives me Mario Kart energy. There's a mini map in the top right. You pick up items as you go through the map, and you're kind of zooming through the track. It's very similar to the Caesar King motorcycle event that we had back in 1.2, but with a lot more polish. Looks insanely fun, and I'm hyped to stream it with chat. Now, next event is for my Osu players. Yes, we're getting another target shooting rhythm event. A high score chasing aim challenge event. If you love these type of mini games, this one's for you. We're also getting an update to the fishing event that came out in patch 1.4. It seems like it's been revamped and gives you more incentive through polychromes. And this is also how you unlock Belle and Wise's skins. So yeah, probably worth doing, but let's be real, with Belle walking around like that, I know that you're gonna do this event, man. Okay, I know. Anyway, the biggest event, at least in my opinion, is the Chess Legend event. For those who don't know, this event is literally TFT in Zenless, an auto battler, but with a spin-off of Bang Boos. And on top of that, it has a PvP mode. Yes, please. Thank you so much. Yeah, you can battle other players in this event. And I'm already thinking of running Discord tournaments with prizes or something like that. So if you want in, be sure to join the Discord. Anyway, I'm just super excited to get my hands on this. I never thought Zenless would go in this direction, but I'm glad that they did. Also, last thing that I wanted to highlight on is we're getting an update to the Endless Tower. It's looking a lot more interactive now, with style-based incentives, faster rewards, and a global leaderboard so you can finally flex that sweaty rank. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this is a full revamp of Endless Tower or it's just an expansion. Let me know in the comments if you guys know, but either way, I think it's a great change. Mostly because the old tower kind of felt a little slow. Everything in the old tower was more like a battle of attrition. You were kind of just stalling fights, relying on Caesar's shield or Astra to heal you, or just bringing Miyabi and killing everything with just her. But this new format, there's a lot more tempo, more skill expression, and it just seems more fun. I'm actually looking forward to grinding it out and seeing if it holds up to the other in-game modes that we have. And if it does, you can probably expect me to be a new Endless Tower gamer. Who knows? Anyway, I know that this was kind of a brief highlight of everything, but I mostly wanted to talk to you guys about the 2.1 update itself. At least, the number of the update. Now, for those who are new to gacha games, or maybe you're just new to Zenless in general, usually these updates that end with an odd number, 2.1, 2.3, 2.5, they're usually supposed to be dead patches or filler patches while we wait for new content on the even number patches, like 2.0, 2.2, etc. The equivalent of it is basically an anime filler. However, there is so much going on in 2.1 that it's almost on the similar level of content output they did for patch 2.0, if not more. And I'm kind of just blown away by the amount of care that they put into this patch. I usually come into these odd patch numbers expecting the only highlight to be the new characters, but I couldn't have been any more wrong. We are getting so much in this update that I didn't expect. And just to reinforce that idea, the 2.1 livestream was an hour long, which usually only happens for major patch updates. So if this trend keeps going throughout Season 2 of Zenless, we can expect banger patches back to back throughout this year. But yeah, I think that's enough yapping out of me. Guys, like I said, I was very skeptical going into this livestream, but after seeing all the new characters, new features, quality of life updates, it has reinforced my belief that the developers want us to have a great experience in this game, no matter which patch cycle it is. This is really exciting, and because of that, this whole thing has me really curious. What do you guys think? How do you feel about the 2.1 livestream now that we've had some time to sit on it? Do you like it? hate it, and what are you most excited about in the upcoming patch? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, big shout out to all of my YouTube members and Discord boosters. I appreciate you guys way more than you know. So, thank you to Ari Party, Che, Cooler Bill, Kivy, Vivian Lover, Wacky, Zest, Rezi, Rubik TCG, PMYFB, Nekoshi 0700, and Catnip 40 Winks. You guys are the ones that make these videos possible, so thank you. But until next time, happy gaming,
Bye.
and may your pulls be ever in your favor.